What's up, mother truckers? You are now watching the Asian Mai Show live.
Hey, what's going on, mother truckers? Welcome to the Asian Mai Show. So today we're here with Jacinda, lady trucker herself. How are you doing, girl?
Hey, Alex, how you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm seeing this behind you. I mean, it looks beautiful where you are. I mean, I see lights in the sky. You know, I think I saw a beautiful dog just walk by, or hopefully there's something in your house that you know about.
There's something beautiful. Yes, everything is beautiful out here in the sticks. And that's Miles. That's Miles.
You know, you're living out in the sticks now, you know, for people that don't know. I mean, going from, you know, I would say city girl to the sticks. What's that really like?
Well, I just got done living out on the road in the truck for 2 straight years. So just kind of took a turn and just came off the road just for a little bit to, regroup, settle. And it's nice and safe out here. Nice. So after being in the madness for 2 years, the roads, the highways, you know, with people all the time, it was kind of to take a break from it.
No, I can imagine. And for people that are watching, and here's the crazy part is people don't know you're trucking. I mean, you are living in this truck. And, I met you personally at the truck show, and I saw your truck. I saw how you're living, and I'm like, this girl's not fake trucking over here. I mean, how much time were you spending in that truck?
Oh, 20 hours a day. I was an enclosed car hauler for 2 consecutive years, living in the truck 24/7. I sold everything I had, moved in the truck, and actually revolved my life around my trucking schedule for almost 2 years.
For 2 years, straight up. That is crazy. And for people that are watching this and watching this on the replay, tell us a little bit about your story. I mean, so I'm not saying anything. I don't want the lady truckers out there to hate me. But, the first thing I'm thinking in my mind is trucking the first thing that I'd want to do? And how did that come into your life?
Trucking's been a part of my life, my whole life. Okay. I'm a 3rd generation truck driver, 2nd generation lady trucking. So both my parents actually drove trucks for a living. My grandma, my grandpa, and my tata. So I'm a generational trucker. It was just a part of who I am growing up. And I grew up in trucks, I'll be honest, I got tired of them, okay? So yeah. I didn't start trucking until I was old in 2014. So I was a later trucker, but still followed in the footsteps. I've done party buses, chartered limos, Uber, Lyft. I've done all these crazy logistic things until I actually got into the semi trucks. And once I was in them, it became my passion. I just loved it.
No, that's awesome. So, 3rd generation truck driver here. So tell me the steps as far as, what jobs were your first jobs in trucking? Because you worked this amazing job doing enclosed, exotic. I seen all these exotic Porsches and all these cool cars. But I mean, what was your first trucking job?
I was an RTD driver. I worked at FedEx for 12 years, FedEx Express. Okay. And I was a courier for 10 years. I'd bring your packages to your house. And when I got into limos and things like that, the ladies of trucking at FedEx Express, RTD is a ramp transport driver. And so when you see the FedEx trucks going back and forth, they're hauling the freight from the airports to the stations. And that's a ramp transport driver. So I went into that, not even for just trucking itself, but I went into it for the schedule. My children were younger then, still at home. And it was a convenient schedule. And, I went through FedEx training, post training, got my license through FedEx Express. Nice. Thank you to FedEx, because I still keep in contact with all of my friends, my trainer, from 6 years ago. And got into RTD, and I knew I had grown to expand my trucking. It was a great learning job, and some people are good with it. All respect. But that was corral truck driving to me.
Yeah.
You all know me, I'm not one to be corralled. So as soon as I got that 2 years under my belt, I was gone.
Dipped, huh?
Yeah, I was gone. But you know, there's always something you can take from what you've done, and that was backing. Toot my own horn, but I'm a badass backer, okay? Because I backed all day, every day, okay, to the ramp, to the hub, and from there, this is a really crazy story. So from RTD trucking, that's day cab trucking, 53-foot rollers, dry vans. I went to a temp service, and this is where lady trucking came into play. There are temp driver agencies out there, okay? Staffing for truck drivers. I used to deliver their payroll. So that was my go-to. Even after being stable at FedEx for 12 years, that was my go-to because I wanted to learn as much trucking as I could before I committed to something because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So words of encouragement to people out there, you know, don't settle. Weigh out all your options before you jump into something.
No, that's great. I love that. I love that. And so after you were working there and you're like, you know what, it's time to go. What was the next job after that?
So after that was a lot of local stuff, but I'm going to share a story with you. My first over the road experience. Okay. My first assignment with the temp agency was an overnight from Phoenix, Arizona to San Diego, California with the reefer. I never pulled that before. Frozen Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. You know, absolutely. I was so green. I'd never really been out of the state ever in a truck. And I didn't even know how to high idle. I would go to sleep and wake up hot or cold, I can't remember, and restart the truck. I had no idea what I was doing. I never drove a sleeper, but I just jumped right in. Right. And that's with a lot of things I do. You got a creeper in the back too, like me.
Oh, yeah. You got me scared for a second. I was like, there's a creeper behind here. You know, people that are watching right now, they might know that I got a shirt on, but I don't got pants on. So, you know, I was kind of nervous.
Well, you told me it was a bottomless party, so I'm here. So just, you know, jumping right into it. And, you know, I never hauled the reefer. And that was my first overnight long haul assignment ever trucking. And I just kind of learned on my own. And through the temp agency, what I would do is I fibbed. I told them I had done everything and I hadn't. You know, I came from one job. And,
are you serious? Wait a minute. When you say you fib, okay. What did you put on there? What did you put on the application?
Reefer, in dump, you know, any trucking job that they had that I could, you know, participate in as a Class A driver. Checked them all. Okay.
Wait up, back up real quick. So tell me this real quick. So do you recommend other people that want to get a job and they really want it? I mean, they're willing to work hard. They're a hustler. They're willing to learn. I mean, should they just check all the boxes and jump in and get trained and learn how to do it? Or what would you say?
I would not tell anybody to do that. I'm a do or die. Okay. And for me personally, whatever I do, I'm going to get it. And that's just how I am. Okay. And so I had done everything and I hadn't. And there's a really good story to this. So what I would do is when I would get, say, a flatbed assignment, had never done it before, I would go home. Thank you, YouTube, how they do flatbed strapping, 5 feet apart, weight distribution, blah, blah, blah. Here's the secret if you're going to do that. When you're assigned an assignment to an employer, you know, I'd show up, hey, Alex, I'm Jacinda from blah, blah, blah. I'm here for the trucking job. What? You? Mm-hmm. So we'd get into the process of what's going to happen and what I'm going to do. And I would say, Alex, show me how you want me to do it here.
Ah, you're such a snake. I tell you right now, you know, that's smart though. That's smart though.
You want me to do it here because I've worked some other places and everywhere is different. So if you try that route, be open, you know, to learning their way. So when I get on the road and something happens, I can call you. Hey, well, what you showed me, the blah blah. See, it kind of takes me out.
Okay. So I'm looking at this. For the people that are jumping on right now, you know, we got some people in here that they're learning about the scandalous stuff that, you know, Jacinda has done in trucking. Okay. If you guys have missed it, she checked all of the boxes and she could do everything when she, in fact, could not yet. But then telling people that, so tell me how you would like it strapped down. I can already see your face, Jacinda. You're going like this. I like that. Okay. I usually don't do that, but I like that.
Tell me how you want me to do it. Okay. So then they're assisting in the first strap anyway, right? I'm watching, learning. And there's a little push of liability at that point, right?
Oh my gosh.
So I learned a lot of things through the temp agency. One of my favorite ones, I'll be honest. I was the go-to person at the temp agency. If anybody calls in and something comes up in the morning, call me. I wanted to learn as much as I could. I'm very sporadic, in case you didn't know that about me. I like variety, and I like the adrenaline of not knowing. I do. And one of my most favorite assignments, I took an extended one, which was abnormal for me, was a piggyback. Okay, so I had a flat bed with a piggyback on the back. I wanted to learn how to do that. I call myself a peacock because I'm a feather collector. I like to grow my tail. Okay.
All right.
And
I hear
time
you.
presents itself. Right.
I love it. I love it. Yep.
And so that was a neat thing. And I definitely, as a female driver, obviously, I'll be the first one to say I'm not a vagina flexor. I am a lady truck driver. You know.
What did you say? A vagina flexor?
I'm not a vagina flexor. Like.
Okay, what's a vagina flexor? Can you explain this vagina flexing to me?
I don't need to remind you that I'm a lady driver.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. So you see me, I'm pretty womanly. I get out of my truck. People might ask, are you driving that? Mm-hmm. Okay, do you see what I mean? And so I would love that when I would go to an assignment, because people don't expect a woman to show up yet, honestly. And I'm not offended by that. Like, to me, I love that part. Hey, I'm here for your driver. You? Yeah, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I love that. So, it was really neat. I got to do a lot of jobs. And that's actually, I'm not going to skip over, but that's how I started Lady Truckn, branding myself, sharing videos. And thank you for my supporters out there, because they would come back to my page because I was always doing something different, driving something different. And that kept people's attention. Where is she and what is she doing today? Because it was always different.
And that's why I've been following your journey from the beginning as well. Some people in here, let me real quick. We have some people. Alex Press. He says he did a super chat of $2. He says he's been following Jacinda for many years.
I do know who that is. Yes, thank you.
Then some of them are upset right now because they said, "Wait a minute, her face is pixelated right now." So is that the light maybe, or we might have to lick the camera or lick them. Let me see. Oh my Jesus! Don't do that.
Like the camera.
You're doing too much now. It is a little pixelated. I do not know why.
Is this too much light right on me?
I think maybe. Let me see. Because maybe the camera. Yeah, it could be.
I'm sorry.
Let me see that. It might be better on your phone.
Are you serious? Okay. Why don't we switch it?
So what I'm gonna do is,
guys.
No. I was thinking it was just pixelated on my side.
It might be the MacBook is, even though it's a Mac freaking expensive Pro, for some reason the camera isn't always as good, and I apologize.
There's no apologizing. They're just like, we love Jacinda and we need to see her. And you know what? If anything, at least they got you to lick the camera. So, that did something for them. I just sent you the link right now, and then jump on from your phone and see which one is better, and we'll kind of go from there.
Horizontal or vertical? There we go.
Let me see. Let me go down. Let me see. Let me jump you on.
Yes, I can see myself better.
Let me see real quick. Okay, let me see. Let me jump you off of this and link it onto there, and let me see what.
She's pixelated. That's so kind. They want to see my face.
Of course. Let me see. Let me kick you off this real quick. Okay, let me see. Put in your name again.
Is that better?
Oh, wow. Who is this? Who's this person? You know, horizontal, you will see the full view. But again, do you have a tripod? Not, don't even worry about it. You know, I don't want you to hold the phone the whole time.
Is that better? I'm sorry. This is a little bit funky for me. I apologize.
No, this is freestyle live.
Is that what it is?
That's what we're doing. You know, people are just here. They want to know.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting fans now because some are saying, I liked her when she was pixelated. Now I really like. I'm going. He's jumping on her page right now. He says he's going to your page.
How's that?
So,
is that better?
That's better. That's better.
Okay.
So, if that's better, people, can you guys give a unicorn emoji?
You and your unicorn emoji. I've heard you say that before.
You know. What up? Yeah, you guys. Hey, but you guys.
Am I good?
You guys are good, but you know, he says I do see her better, and then some people are saying hot mommy.
Oh.
You know, maybe he doesn't have a mom at home. I don't know, so maybe that's what that is.
Don't get eye-poppy now.
So that's the So okay, I hear a little bit of accent. Is this a Spanish? Is this
yes, I am Mexican American. Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
American
answer this real quick.
Mexican.
This is very important because I'm from California.
Okay.
Where is the best Mexican food? And you can't say Mexico.
Mi casa.
At your house?
Thank you.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Mother truckers out there, where's the best Mexican place? Because Jacinda says that we'd have to go and eat at her house to get the best. So I don't believe that. What are you guys thinking?
Tell me it was the best if they were eating at my house anyway. Probably not.
This is so much fun. This is so much. One guy took it seriously. He said, "Nope, L.A., California."
He didn't say it right.
L.A. right here. Yep. L.A.
L.A.
That's what it is, huh? I love it. I love it. Dirty Broke, one of my moderators says, post her link. So I'm gonna put this out there because I'll be honest, this girl's everywhere, man. She's on from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you go to Jacinda Duran, is that correct?
Correct.
I probably said that extremely whitewashed.
Jacinda Jesus Duran. That's how you say it in Spanish.
Is that what it is? Okay, let me show it real quick.
Got the Jesus in the middle, okay?
I know, I love it. I love it. So she's huge on Instagram. You know, it sounds like there's some people that might not know you. You know, they watch my small channel and they haven't met a real star yet. So, you know, third generation. Look, I'm going into a random article right now. You know, there's trucker tools. All these people want to know and know who you are. So if you guys don't know who she is, man, she's out here and she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And look at that right there. Look at that right there.
Carla Kenworth, yes.
Carla Kenworth. Now, was it hard driving, cruising the truck like that?
It took a couple days, I'll be honest. I call it a standard bunk, which is the most common truck, okay? I will never say a small bunk. Ever.
Okay. What's a small bunk? What? Because my international, I got a little 2010 international.
It's called the standard bunk, and it's standard because it's more common. I'm always cautious with my wording because that's standard. That's what's most common.
Okay.
At Flycar, they offered mostly large bunks. That was a 120-inch sleeper, and that was my first time driving a big sleeper. It took me a couple days to get used to it. It was a little intimidating. Don't get me wrong. Can I? It was some big ass turns, okay?
No, you can say ass all day. I don't mind.
Okay.
You can say ass.
I took it. I got used to it. Don't get me wrong, and but it took a couple days. I was nervous. You know, I'm talking big whale turns, okay? Like
yeah.
And you know, after driving Carla for about a year and a half, I feel like my driving skills improved tremendously because with enclosed car hauling, we did a lot of POVs, which are personal cars. And I was in neighborhoods with Carla and cautious, but I always accepted the challenge. You know, you ordered a car. I'm sure you live in a big housing development with big streets and big pillars in your front yard.
You better stop. You better stop. You better stop. You know, it's one of those things. You know, I bought that on food stamps. You know, Florida is a lot cheaper
That doesn't
then
mean you don't have pillars, okay? Don't fool me, okay?
you better stop with
You
that.
don't think we've all done 2 for 1s?
Oh, look, we got Boston Trucker in the house. You know,
Oh,
Mike
Mike
Gaffin,
Gaffin.
two of my favorite people
Ooh.
right here. Wow, you know, Mike Gaffin's a Boston truck driver. He's a really great guy.
He's a dear friend of mine. Yes,
I didn't get one of those. Why are you holding your heart for him? I hate this guy now, Mike. I hate you, Mike. You know.
I love Mike.
Yeah.
He's an icon, and you know, we're family. I'm gonna tell a story about Mike because it touches my heart. Okay.
Wait. I got while you're telling the story about him, let me show him some love real quick.
Okay.
And let me jump on. So tell the story. Go ahead.
So the Boston Trucker, him and his family, Mike and I connected through social media and just kind of bonded. You know, we have a lot of, you know, many things in common. And he brought his family out to me, okay, when I was delivering a car. I'm going to say in Carlisle, Massachusetts, and obviously he's from, you know, the Boston area, I think.
Yeah.
I won't say where he lives.
Okay.
And he brought Norma and his kids out, and we had pizza in my truck. We went hiking together, okay. It was very touching. That's why I grabbed my heart. We even did a foot race, okay.
A foot race?
So you guys have to look that up on my page, even his page. I said, come on, let's race. He said, and the terminology is different. He said, a foot race? I said, yeah. So I told the son, I said, get down there. I'm going to race your dad. We've never seen my dad run like that before. I said, come on, let's go. And so we did a foot race. It was like 50 meters or something like that. But Mike and Norma and the kids, they hold a special place. You see, I got a little squishy.
See that? Yeah, yes. You know, I hate Mike now because when I talk to Mike, he doesn't say, hey, Alex, you want a foot race? He don't say none of this stuff to me. What's going on, brother? You know, what's going on with that? You know, some people are saying some really nice things. They said one guy comes in and says, what did he say that I saw that was, you know, you're getting a lot of fans, you know, it's one of those things where
they're not fans. I'm building our Truckn fam. I'm extending it. Okay. I don't have fans. I have family.
You better. You're making people fall in love with you right now. Look at this. Look at this guy right here, Shay. Look, he goes, as soon as I hit the button to go on live, he said, oh my God. He must have been talking about me. You know, I did shave today, so it could have been me. You know, it could have been me.
Keep extending, you know, that, and you always hear, you know, my Truckn fam, and we're family. You know, whether you're in the trucking industry or not, you know, to me, it's extending family. Now,
I love it.
I don't believe in fans. I'm a normal person. I just happen to have a support system that enjoys following my trucking journey.
No, I love that.
To me.
I love that. Okay. And Shannon says she likes to cartwheel in the parking lot at Gats too. Wait up. You know, yes. Wait up. I'm gonna bust that out right now. Hey, Shannon. So you're saying this girl does cartwheels? We're on live right now for the people that are watching. Can we get a cartwheel? How do you do these cartwheels?
You want a cartwheel?
Wait up! Don't hurt yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Wait up.
Oh, let me see.
This is live.
You ready? Can you see me?
I see you.
Okay, ready?
Oh dang! Okay.
Oh yes, I can give you a cartwheel. Okay.
Hit the like button for the cartwheel. And Shannon busted it out. She says she does cartwheels in the parking lot. No, she does not. She does them at home as well.
I've even done a video. You know, Carla was close to almost 80 feet long, like 79 and a half feet long. Right. I did a video one time. I did cartwheels all along down the side of my truck.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
I'm gonna pull that up in a little bit, and we're gonna look at that video. That's funny.
I love Shannon. You know, we're Truckn family, and we did it it was at Gats that year. We were dancing and being silly, and I said, come on, let's cartwheel. And she was a cheerleader and a dancer. So we are doing cartwheels at Gats in the Truckn parking lot.
Wow.
And the worm. We did the worm, you know, we did the whole yes.
I love it. You know, and so that's so awesome, you know, and talking about your story and everything, it's one of those things where, you know, you got to do some really cool stuff in the industry, you know, and this is some of the stuff I do want to highlight because I think it is just so amazing because one of our own, it almost seems like clickbait when it sounds like, you know, one of our own got to basically do something crazy at the Emmys. You know what I mean? I heard about it. I interviewed another truck driver and I said, "Who inspires you?" And I was like, he's probably gonna say me. You know, I'm thinking. I'm like, who inspired? Shout out to anyone you want. And he was like, Jacinda. I was like, what? Jacinda, that Asian Mai, you know? And he was like, yeah, she got to present at the Emmys. And I go, no, she didn't. I wasn't hating, but I was like, no, she didn't. So what did I do? I went and looked your ass up, triple check to see if you really did or not. And can you talk about that experience before I show the video?
That was epic. Okay. For me, for the trucking industry. And I got to represent the truck drivers. Okay. It wasn't about me. It was a moment that I got to represent trucking. And being a female driver, yes, it was a big honor. So what they did with the Emmys 2020, because of the shit that's going on, I respect it. Okay. They recognized 6 essential work groups and trucking was one of them. And I was contacted to speak on behalf of the trucking industry. And you all know I love to speak and make videos. They said, "Can you make us a video?"
Done. But did you think it was a prank? Like, how does this thing work? Like,
how long did you want it?
Oh, the Emmys is calling once again. Let me call my agent and 4 of my assistants. That was a beautiful thing. And so let me jump into this and let me show people what that looked like, because that was such a cool thing. Oh, no. It's just one. It was just so cool. Let me see.
That's a once in a lifetime. Okay. Probably for trucking and even beyond for myself. Absolutely.
Well, and that's the thing, so let me jump onto this.
They don't think about the people that bring their chairs and their food.
Oh yeah. And that's the biggest thing. Right. And so let's look at this real quick and let me see this. Let me play this. And the Emmys,
in my trucking representation that I have yet to achieve. Okay, so if I can top that, you'll be the first to know.
Wow. Okay. So
and, it was an interesting experience. I'll be honest. Hi guys. I'm just on the live. Sorry. It was a 3-hour filming with a 44-second segment. So welcome to Hollywood. Okay, because
wait up. 3 hours.
Yes. And I'm grateful, period. Don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of sidestepping. The things that I was talking about that was important to me, because in Hollywood, they want it scripted, okay? And I'm going to tell you something right now I don't speak on publicly, but they wanted me to come across as women in trucking. And I said, no, this is not about women in trucking. This is about every person behind the wheel. Whoever, whatever. Okay, that's not how I roll.
That's dope.
And I thanked each other, and I also gave thanks to the community support during this early of the pandemic. Food, PPEs, that's what was important to me. But that's Hollywood. Okay.
Wow. So they wanted you. Okay, this is gonna probably mess up my shot to be in any Jackie Chan, Chris, Rich Asians too, type of movie. But they wanted you to be girly girl. I'm a trucking woman.
I don't roll like that.
Wow. And when you said, okay, that ain't me and we're just going to do it, what did they say? They were just like,
straight to the 44 seconds of what we saw. So don't disregard my opportunity. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a representation of all truck drivers. Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I so of course, for the ladies tonight with the Emmy, that's fine. I get that. But as in a general representation of trucking, absolutely not. Because there's every kind of person. We don't even need to go, but whomever breathing, living human being behind that wheel. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. Look at that. I'm glad to have you on our side because, I'll be honest. If they're like, yo, I need you, Alex, to be an Asian, you kind of look Hispanic, a truck driver, and I'll just to be on TV, you might, a lot of people do that, and you didn't do that, so.
No. And I was contacted after that, by Ellen, but I'm real. Okay. If you know me, people who know me and people are getting to know me, I'm very genuine.
Yeah.
And that's not, I'm not going to use that opportunity for myself. That was an overall honor to represent trucking. Okay. People think we're all great and all that. And then where's my toilet paper? Do you see what I mean? It comes and goes very quickly. So I wanted to take that opportunity to really Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So, everyone out here appreciates you. And that's why I was so excited just to hear this story. And, when I heard about it, I reached out to you right away. I was like, what the heck? This is so cool. I told everyone I knew and my mama,
Get out of here.
Yeah, I did. I was super proud.
Of mama, I want to bring up my kids real quick, okay? Because I do
would
a
love
lot
that.
of things, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm 41 years old, okay? So I'll just put that out there. And I have two grown-up children. My daughter is 22 and my son is going to be 20. And my biggest supporters, on a personal level. And so when I get myself into these opportunities, they laugh, really, mom? they see me as mom, no matter what. And so that was funny when I got to share with my kids, look, and I didn't really tell them a lot prior to, I just kind of said, look at this. What the or something beyond that was my high school friends. On my Facebook, I have a lot of friends from high school, and I got some messages like, "Was that you?"
I love it. I love it.
An amazing opportunity, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Will that ever happen again? Probably not.
No, because better things are gonna happen. You better stop with that. We're elevating. We're getting to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
I always say, life is good and God is great, and if you just relax, breathe, and believe. If you can believe, you can achieve.
Oh, I tell you, I tell you, I'm going to have to send you some of this from AliExpress because he ain't sending this for me. I owe you like $5 already. I've been following her for 3 years.
Thank you.
Wow. That's such a good thing.
Because thank you.
Someone's asking, who dat? I just jumped on. You gotta have to watch this on the damn replay. What the hell, man? You're my homie. You're supposed to be here right away. And but hey, we're just hanging out today. So anytime you need to go, you can go. I see you in the background.
Are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a beautiful roommate. Absolutely not. That's Ms. Liz Sweet. We live together, and she's another lady trucker. And thank you. She don't want
to be on. She don't want to be on real quick.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna come. So Elizabeth Sweet, lady trucker, and
hi, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
So trucking brought us together too. Okay,
yes,
we met at the truck shows, and when I came to the East Coast, I was like, Liz, can I come stay with you? And she brought me in with open arms, and I'm still here.
She can't leave. Like, she's stuck with me now. Like forever.
No, I could tell you guys, have a beautiful friendship.
We vibe. We have trucking. We have dancing. We have aerobics class.
Yes.
What kind of dancing?
We do all kinds of dance. Like we did break dancing. We do skate roller skating. Sock. I couldn't even say sock roller skating in the living room to music. Yeah, we have a good time. Super good time.
I love it. I love it. I love the energy. No, that's great. No, it's such a pleasure to meet you as well. My name's Alex, and I make little videos on YouTube, so that's my little thing.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Hold on. Little Asian videos. I had to do it.
That's messed up. I had a girl ask me. I was at the gym, and she was just like, "Hey, I'd hate to ask you this, but is it true what they say about Asian men?" And I was like, "Yeah, we got good jobs." And she's like, "No, I'm not talking about that. Is it true what they say about Asian men?" I was like, "Yeah, super good with a calculator." And she's just like, "No, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Going? She kept on going, and it's just one of those things where I would say this much. I would say 50-50 true.
We're waiting in suspense right here.
It's 50-50 true. Like if we're talking about this right now, I'm 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. So, everything is correlation to, people's height. That's why I tell everybody, right?
You didn't have the gray sweatpants on?
Oh, you better stop. You guys, I know, hey, you got a man and you sound like you're kind of possibly single.
We're single.
Oh, you guys are,
Look at 1 and 1.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
Gray sweatpants.
Okay. So now that people know you guys are single, now that's when people are gonna start jumping in.
Let's move on back to trucking. Like I said before, my marital status has nothing to do with my goals are and my representation.
I love that.
Yes,
Oh no, yeah. But some people are trying to shoot their shot. Some are saying, "Hey, I can dance too. Let's do it." Some,
I can dance too. Absolutely. Who dat? Well, the Leonard.
This one is Baraka Trucker. Says I can dance too. Let's do it.
All right.
And then Albert. I don't know who he is, but he sounds humongous.
Big Al.
They called me Big Al. Because they called me Little Al my whole life, so he Big Al. So there we go.
So we don't judge, okay? I'm gonna say something that I normally don't. We have showers and we have growers, and never judge.
I love it. So so this is very important. This is very important for me to ask now. Very important because I don't get to talk to really nice truckers.
It's
like
okay.
yourself,
I'm here.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, is dating hard for the ladies when it comes to trucking? I never asked that question because I have, I don't have anyone to talk to.
In my opinion only, okay, dating truckers is extremely difficult, okay? I don't think that's called dating when truckers date truckers, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Drive-bys. Look at the resets.
You are having too much fun here,
Refuel.
Oh my gosh. I hear you.
But to me, in my opinion, I've tried a couple times, to see someone or, have a relationship with one. And it's extremely difficult. To me, in my opinion, it's more wrenching than it is anything. When I lived out on the road, I knew I wasn't staying anywhere very long. And, it doesn't work for me.
Right.
I'm not a long distance relationship person. Okay. I want it Prime in 2 days when I order it. Okay. Don't ask me to wait any longer.
You're in North Central PA where you're going to wait 4 days on Prime.
Oh,
sorry, Jay.
I'm just listening to your guys' own conversation. I love this. No, it's still a pleasure.
Thank you for
it's a pleasure. Yeah.
So it's extremely difficult, and something that I realized, if you're a mobile person like a truck driver, I don't know if it's better, but to have someone, at home.
Stable at home, things like that. Yeah, I see that too, because it would be very difficult, and you're just never around each other at that moment.
You have one of these, or you have one of these. It's chaotic. So, for me personally, being out on the road, like Ply Car that I just came from a few months ago was my first over the road job. All 48. Okay. Right. And I'm going to get back to that real quick. So when I went to the temp agency, we'll kind of go all over the place. I took a full-time job hauling compressed oxygen, and I do carry a hazmat endorsement still. And I was doing a run to Denver every other week in Vegas. So it's like 2 nights on the road. That was my way of getting my feet wet, being out on the road. Yeah. In that year of doing that, Ply Car reached out to me out of nowhere through my social media. And Mike Plyconis, he's the eldest grandson of Ply Car. He asked me, hey, have you ever thought about going over the road? And I said, well, yeah. And with what my goals were with branding myself, I needed a big kaboom, what I mean, to keep people's attention. Right. And I said, Ply Car, what? I don't even know what Ply Car is. And when I YouTubed it, I thought, what the, wow. Yes. Okay. Loading those exotic cars in, 2 decks, 6 cars. Okay. It was off the charts. And,
and I'm showing people a picture of this right now from Trucker Tools. But, what kind of exotic cars did you mess with?
A lot. I wouldn't say the show cars yet. Like I did a couple Jackson Barrett. But when I went into enclosed car hauling, I had 0 car hauling experience. Okay. Ply Car believed in me and with what I had to offer, and they trained me to haul cars. And, we had a Bugatti in training. I didn't get the $5 million cars because I was still new, but I was comfortable with the things. I still had a lot of neat exotic cars.
$5 million. What's the most expensive that you hauled then?
When I was in training was a Bugatti, which was like
the Bugatti.
A Bugatti.
And that's normal for training? That's what they want you to train on?
I was with the trainer, but yeah. And
wow.
From there, it just kept progressing. They trained me for like 4.5 weeks with potential. They knew I was going to progress with what I had displayed in that short amount of time. And that was an amazing compliment, because after 4.5 weeks, they said, you're going to be good. Okay. I believed in myself, and that's, full circle to what I'd said earlier, is I'm a do or die. And when I do something, I'm in it to win it. Okay. And I will respectfully push you out my way, step on you, roadblock, whatever it is, non-malicious. I'm going to get to where I want to be.
No, you're the type of Jacinda lady trucker that I would say, if a man is not confident with himself, then he's not going to do so well when he's around you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's a lot of times where, like, that's how it is with Jenna. Everyone my girl dated, it's like they were not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're pretty, if you have strong work ethic, and you have your own passion, that's scary to a lot of men. And there's a lot of guys out there that, we think we got it, like, yeah, I got it. But then when you're around that type of aura, it's very difficult. And I'm not trying to be like some kind of like therapist, but I see that when I talk to you, like, there's guys that are like, you thought they were confident and they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wants to chase that wild bird, right?
Right.
I'm going to put it away now.
Right.
Well, why? You loved it when it was flying.
That's right. That's right. Hey, you're right. That's why when Jenna goes out to the clubs with me and she's dressing like a whatever, I'm like, hey, that's the Jenna I love. Okay. That I go, she's like, do you think I look good in this dress? Is it too short? Shorter.
Get out of here. Shorter.
Why not? But I try not to be the jealous guy. I try not to be the guy that's just all over the place with that.
I have a motto, okay? And the people, I have made time for better words. I like to, the people I've chosen to make time for. My motto is, and I'm going to say an F-bomb, and I never do. If I'm with you, I'm fucking with you.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That confidence you said in the F-bomb was so confident. So all you truck drivers out there, just know, you're making, you
with me?
Hey, but okay, now you got to bust out some Spanish, because Manny right here said, damn, she looks Spanish.
I am half Mexican. My dad is Mexican, Spaniard, and Indian. And I'm from Arizona. And my mom is that beautiful Caucasian. What it is, I don't know.
I heard that. I love it. I love it.
I'm a mix.
No, I love it.
A lot of interesting things. I get Puerto Rican with the masks. I get Middle Eastern,
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They usually catch me pretty good. They're like, you Asian.
Yeah.
I can see your eyes. I'm not trying to be racist, but, they're like, this guy's Asian for sure,
My son loves Asians, okay? My son is very güero, very white, 30 blonde hair, blue eyes, okay? He took the fair side. And growing up, he always loved Asian girls.
I could hook him up.
Okay. And he said, if it's not foreign, it's boring.
You guys both have your own little sayings there, And
it's funny because, my son, I'll start with he's my younger one. He's actually, he went into the Air Force Academy right out of high school. So he's in Colorado Springs to be an officer, in case some people don't know. And he's either going to be a pilot or a communications engineer with a minor in Japanese.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. And, I love it.
My daughter, I'm very boastful about my kids. I don't boast about many things, but those are my two biggest accomplishments.
Yeah.
Yet, okay. Number one, they're good people. And with the industry that I was in and, the high class, I respect people, but just be a good person. It doesn't matter what you do or how much money you have or, I'll respect you general, but if you don't be a good person, be a good person. Right. So in speaking on, my children, they're good people, number one. And they're succeeding, and I'm very proud of that. My daughter's finishing nursing school this year, and she'll have her BSN, which is a bachelor's in science in nursing. So she's
gonna take care of you, right? You already told her?
Because we still take care of her through her whole life. We're still supporting her.
Yeah.
And I just tell her, Mama, when I get old, just make sure I'm okay. Like, you don't owe me anything. Just make sure I'm good, because nobody else probably be able to, I'll probably still be by myself.
Oh, what are you talking about here? We are having a close interview with you. And, I mean, I don't want to touch on that, but when someone says something like that, there's something inside that are you feeling something a little bit? And, I'm not trying to get that out of you or not, but
I'm a very emotional person. And when I speak on things that I'm very passionate about, even a lot of my videos, I choke up, because it exudes from my soul, the passion that I have for my life, for trucking, my kids. I'm an extremely passionate person, and anything I do, life, professional, I give my whole self. And that's where this comes in. I'm a very heartfelt person.
No,
so
I love
that's
it.
When you tease about Mike, I say, oh,
I love it. I love it. No, it's, I'm glad, because we've gotten a chance to talk on the phone, text, and at the truck show. But, I feel like I'm really meeting you for the first time, and this is crazy, because you are a beautiful person. I love your energy. You're just very passionate about helping truck drivers and your community, and you have love for your kids. And I don't know them, but I could tell they're amazing already. So
thank you.
You're doing good. And I'm telling you, all these truck drivers that might be meeting you for the first time, they're wondering with the title, like, what do you mean truck driver, gets to present at the Emmys and do all these amazing things? And now they kind of get a little picture of what that's about. So, segueing a little bit now, I know that you have other passions as well. And, something about, I see Miles in the background, right?
Yes.
And so, can you tell me, because I know that this was very important to you.
It is.
Let me see real quick. Let me jump in and see what we are. So I see this right here. What is it?
So
Real people, mobile, pedigree. So you did some kind of thing with pedigree.
Oh my God. It's a program. It's called Mutts. That was inside my big truck. Called Mutts for trucks, and it's an on-site adoption at the TA Petros for truck drivers. There's Carla. Where they allow on-site adoptions of dogs for us, the truck drivers. And it's a program sponsored by Mobile Delvac, and Pedigree is who puts on the program. There's our third generation trucking right there.
I love it.
My mom, my grandma, myself, and my daughter. And it's an on-site adoption. So truck drivers that are coming through, you want to adopt a dog, you submit your driver's license, and you can take your dog home with you that day. And what they do is they also work with the local humane societies. There's my daughter, my mini me.
Beautiful.
The local humane societies to bring the dogs out. It's a big event, cornhole, music, food, and it's a nice gathering, obviously pre-COVID. But it's a TA Petro program. And I adopted Miles September 27th of last year. So I've had her a little bit over a year. Come here, Mama. Oh, she's not down here. And let me show you. So there's the event that they hold at the truck stops. And that was actually at the TA Petro in Nashville, Tennessee. There's Miles when she was at Oh.
I love it.
That's my daughter. That was my first time, handling her. I picked her myself. And it was interesting because they wanted me to select a dog from a photo. Being personable, I said, I'm not doing that. When I get there, I'll go meet the dogs. And that's when I'll pick. You don't pick a dog from a photo,
Right.
And Miles has been awesome. She got on the truck. The TA Petro in Nashville right there I'm going to lead all this together. It's called the Candy Bass Travel Center. Okay. And she's a citizen driver, recognized for her commitment to the trucking industry. So Candy Bass is a personal friend. She's 77 years old and still trucking. Okay.
Wow, wait up. 77, because my pops is 76 and he kind of walked with a pimp walk, you know what I'm saying? So wow.
I think 76 or 77, one of those. And she's been driving for the 45, 46, 47 years. And that's her truck stop. So if you guys are, watching here, when you go to Nashville, Tennessee, the one right downtown on, what is it, Titan Way. It's a Candy Bass travel center. So she came out and joined me and was there because that's her truck stop. And I adopted Miles. And as you guys know in the videos and things like that, Miles goes everywhere I go. Miles Truckn, Jacinda lady Truckn Miles. I'm always playing on words.
I love it. I love it.
And something else I want to mention, which I'm honored, is like I mentioned with TA Petro, they have a citizen driver program. And a citizen driver is a driver your peers nominate, okay, not myself, other people who know you nominate you for a citizen driver. And it's a position where your peers feel you're a leader in a positive way, you know, health and wellness, you know, leadership, advocacy, and trucking. And Candy Bass, okay, she nominated me as a citizen driver.
Oh, wow. Wow. So what does that entail? Because you told me a little bit about this, but this sounds insane. Tell us.
It's another amazing honor in trucking, okay? And your peers nominate you, and your peers vote for you by providing testimonials, which are really character witness letters in a sense. And if you win, I made it to the top 10 finalists right now for a citizen driver. And if you obtain the title, because everybody's winning, okay? I don't want to say if I win. I don't really like if I obtain the title out of these last 10 people. I will have a truck stop dedicated in my honor.
Wow. Okay. So are we calling it Jacinda Miles Plaza, or what are we calling this?
Probably Jacinda Duran Travel Center. And being I'm from Arizona, I hopefully, you know, get one of those either in Eloy on the 10 East-West or Tonopah. 10 East. So they're both on the I-10. I had to think about it a second. But those are the two that one of those two that I'm hoping for. So what amazing honor. And for me, again, for my trucking fam, but for my kids and my grandkids, and like to be taken, you know, to be remembered for my passion for trucking.
Wow. Wow. No, I love it. I love it so much. And, you know, the selfish person in me is almost like, does subscribers from the Asian Mai Show get 10% off for going to Jacinda's Travel Plaza? You know, I'm telling you, you know, I'm super proud, super proud to call you a friend. You know, it's like I'm able, you know, to tell people, look, you know, I told my buddy the other day, I go, look at my friend right here. She's done this, presenting Emmys, you know, all these things. And he was like, dude, you don't know her. I'm like, I do know her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how cool is that? Like, cause I know when we're young, you always want acceptance from people and things like that. And it's so crazy now when just people knowing you, they get excited about that. So you're doing some really great stuff. And I guess at the end of this, is there anything that you would like to, you know, let people know about you and maybe things that you're doing besides?
Absolutely. There's one other thing, Road Pro. Okay. A lot of us buy Road. I'm not like selling. I'm just saying Road Pro brands. I have.
They've been looking at the shirt. They saw the shirt.
You like that? Look at Road Pro. Oh, just messing with you. Road Pro Brands is, you know, the most common brand of trucking products in the truck stops. And I'm proud they asked me to join their team as a council member. So I work with Road Pro. Something else something very important to me. It's a nonprofit organization. Okay. And I'm all about giving back. I have many blessings and I'm all about giving back. Okay. If I get $8, I'm going to give you $7. Okay. Like I'm good. Here's something else I want to say real quick based on what is $7, $1. When you have everything you need, you don't want for anything. And that was something I learned living in that 10 by 10 box for 1 year, or excuse me, almost 2 years, that my life was most simple it had ever been. I didn't own shit. I trucked. I lived with my dog, and I have everything I needed: food, water, toilet, the passion, my trucking, my dog. So think about that. When you have everything you need, you don't really want anymore. Okay. So as I progress through my life and checking off my goal list, okay, and the blessings I receive, I like to give back. And there's always someone with more or less to give in, right? And I'm working with Truckers Christmas Group.
Let me look this up. Is it? Can I?
Okay.
Is there a way for me to look this up so I can show everybody?
Yeah, you can Google it right there. It's a nonprofit, and it's really important to me. This year's been a really whack year for many of us. Okay, I'm speaking on behalf of trucking because that's really the community that I'm in, the truck drivers, and truckerschristmasgroup.org, tcgo.org. I will blow them up, okay, because I believe in them. And they're truckers helping truckers, fellow truckers during Christmas, the holiday season. It's specifically for holiday season. And what we do is we accept donations. If every person, 1,000 people donate $5, it's $5,000, okay? It's a little goes a long ways is what I say. Truckers Christmas Group.
Am I on it right here?
There it is. Truckers Christmas Group. And we encourage, I donate, not only am I working with them, but I donated myself. I shared a screenshot the other day just so people knew, you know what I mean? I donate too. I'm actually going to get on their committee this year. And what they do is through donations, you or you nominate people to qualify for this program during Christmas. Okay. You can nominate yourself. You can have kids, not have kids, know another truck driver, you know, whomever you think. The nominees do have to obtain a CDL, okay, a Class A for the past 3 years. So those are the qualifications. But Truckers Christmas Group, they've been out here 8 years, and they help fellow truck drivers during the holiday season, okay? So I encourage everyone to go over there. I don't promote a lot of things when we're doing things like this, but I am a true believer in Truckers Christmas Group. So let's help each other this holiday season. And you can use it for gifts, for bills, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So what they do is, you know, they take all the nominations. It's an anonymous vote who gets selected and distribute the funds that are available. So Truckers Christmas Group, I'm extremely passionate, and I'm working on a virtual concert so we can have a donation concert. You know, all of our amazing trucking singers, Mandy Joe, Taylor, Bill, Tony. So I'm working on that to get a concert together to raise money.
Wow.
To help fellow truck drivers.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Okay. So looking at that, you know, let me know if, you know, if I could do anything to help on my channel at all. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have
just
that,
share it out.
Yeah.
However you want to, we appreciate it. I had them on the podcast. I'm going to talk about that. I forgot about my podcast because.
All right, let's look. Wait, okay. Where do I go for this podcast? Let me look this up. You got so many things going on, girl. People are excited to know who you are, and so let's see. Let me look at this real quick. Let me Google.
I get so excited about everything I do. I just start going. It's good.
That's why I want you on the show. You know, you're doing a lot of amazing things, and I just want to make sure that, let me get this up.
I'm just proud. I'm very proud to be a truck driver, a lady trucking. And a lot of the quotes that I like to use are, you know, good morning, trucking fam. We're one. Building trucking camaraderie and unity. We're one. And I encourage people, you know, we have new drivers, we have veteran drivers. You know, if you get upset at someone, they're just an ass, they're an ass. But be willing to educate one another, what's new, what's old. And I call that trucking etiquette. Okay, so before you go off the handle, stop and think. Maybe they just don't know. You know, we can distinguish with age and intuition if someone's just an ass or not. But really try to share the knowledge with one another out here. Veterans, they don't like us new people all the time, but guess what? We're here. So, you know, putting our efforts in to unite us together, supporting one another. It's really important.
No, I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think this is something that you probably posted on your Facebook, but it says, tune in tonight. Jacinda Duran hits the airways with special guest Hope Zarvar or from
you know, Mother Trucker Yoga.
Oh, yeah. Trucking Yoga. Yeah. Mother Trucking Yoga, you know. Okay, so, you know, where can they go to see this Unplugged with Jacinda?
So every Wednesday night, we do the Unplugged Radio Network. I announce it's been a little bit of varying times, but it's every Wednesday. I'll start sharing my guests, the links and things like that. Every Wednesday night on the Unplugged Radio Network, which is sponsored by Taylor Barker Music. You know Taylor. So that's his network. And we all have a different show every night. So every Wednesday night. And my motto for my show is life, love, trucking. And you can probably see how that applies now with, you know, everything I do.
Yeah.
So my line for the show is to have something resourceful, educational, something we can learn from. I've even had relationship life coach specialists on, people I like, to address issues I feel are issues in the trucking industry.
Yeah.
Like I hired them just like I would hire them for myself. And, Truckers Christmas Fund. I've had singers, Tony Justice. I've had Lisa Kelly, a lot of different guests. And at the end of the show, I'd like to have a round table like we are for people to talk about their life, love, trucking.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I like what you're doing over here. So, I really appreciate you for jumping on the show, and, the hundreds or thousands of truckers that will watch this, definitely appreciate what you're doing. And I love it. I love it that, not a lot of good people win. It's usually a lot of shitty people that win. So I'm glad you're winning,
And giving. This is what I like to say, trucking fam, when I'm winning, you're winning, and we're winning.
Hey, I'm telling you, I need some of these damn quotes. I'll tell you this much. I don't got nothing. All I got is this dang mother trucker thing I'm trying to do, I'm missing the ball.
Like I can't help it.
You better stop. Whatever the hell you're doing right now, just stop that right there. That's all I gotta say.
Enthusiasm just exudes. Just
I
have so much. I want to give it.
Yeah. I love it. 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 So at the end of the day, before we let you go, any last words?
Thank you. Thank you, Truckn fam, for all your love and support. And I'm always here for each one of you also. Like I tell everybody, questions, comments within boundaries, I'll always respond to. Okay, with regards to trucking. I'm accessible, I'm human, I'm humble, and I want to see us continue uniting out here on the road in the trucking industry.
I love it. I love it. So, no, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on today. Stay on for a second. I'm going to let people go, but I appreciate you guys. If you guys get a chance, at the very least, go over there. Jacinda Lady Truckn. She's everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. She's going to be on a truck stop, possibly presenting at the Emmys. I mean, let's go. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
What's up, mother truckers? You are now watching